Stoic rules that manifest everything you want. Relax, everything is coming to you. Stoicism. Most people spend their lives chasing what they want with tension, fear, and desperation. Stoicism teaches something radically different. It teaches calm strength. It teaches that when you stop forcing life, life begins to respond to you. The Stoic mind does not beg reality to change. It aligns with reality and becomes unshakable. When you understand this, you stop rushing, you stop panicking, and you stop doubting your path. You begin to move with quiet confidence, knowing that what is meant for you cannot miss you. This calm certainty is the foundation of everything you desire. A Stoic does not allow emotions to control decisions. Desire becomes dangerous when it turns into attachment. When you cling too tightly to outcomes, you suffer before anything even happens. Stoicism teaches emotional discipline, not emotional suppression. You still feel, but you do not become a slave to feelings. When you master your reactions, you gain power over your life. Opportunities begin to appear because your mind is clear enough to recognize them. When you are no longer desperate, you become magnetic. Patience is not weakness, it is strength in its purest form. The Stoic understands that everything unfolds in its own time. Rushing the process only creates mistakes and regret. When you trust the timing of life, you stop exhausting yourself with constant worry. You begin to focus on what you can control: your effort, your character, and your discipline. Results follow naturally. The calm person always arrives further than the frantic one. A Stoic does not measure success by applause or validation. External approval is unreliable and fleeting. When you depend on it, you give your power away. Stoicism teaches self-respect over attention. When you act from principle instead of praise, your confidence becomes unbreakable. Ironically, the moment you stop chasing validation is when respect starts finding you. People are drawn to those who stand firm without needing approval. Detachment is not indifference, it is freedom. When you detach from outcomes, you gain peace. You do the work without being emotionally chained to the result. This mindset removes fear of failure because failure no longer defines you. You learn, adjust, and continue. Life begins to cooperate with those who are not emotionally rigid. Flexibility creates flow. Flow creates progress. Silence is one of the most underrated Stoic powers. Not everything needs a response. Not every insult deserves attention. Not every setback requires explanation. When you remain silent, you conserve energy. You protect your focus. You move strategically instead of emotionally. Silence allows your actions to speak louder than any words ever could. In time, results answer questions better than arguments. Discomfort is not the enemy. It is the training ground. Stoicism teaches voluntary discomfort to strengthen the mind. When you learn to endure difficulty without complaint, comfort stops controlling you. Fear loses its grip. You realize you can survive far more than you imagined. This inner toughness creates confidence that no circumstance can shake. The world respects those who are resilient. Gratitude is not pretending everything is perfect. It is recognizing strength in imperfection. A Stoic practices gratitude even during struggle. This rewires the mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. When you appreciate what you already have, you operate from wholeness instead of emptiness. Ironically, abundance grows where appreciation lives. Contentment creates momentum. Focus is sacred. The Stoic guards attention carefully. Distraction is the enemy of progress. When you give your energy to everything, nothing truly grows. Stoicism teaches deliberate focus on meaningful goals and values. When your attention is disciplined, your life becomes intentional. Clarity replaces confusion. Direction replaces chaos. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches trust in the process of life. You do your part with integrity, discipline, and patience, then you release control. You stop forcing. You stop chasing. You relax. And in that relaxed state of alignment, life begins to deliver what you were meant to receive all along. Calm attracts opportunity. Inner order creates outer success. If this message resonates with you, subscribe to this channel for more Stoic wisdom, mental strength, and life-changing perspectives. Stay here, stay disciplined, and keep growing. More powerful teachings are coming. 1. Stoicism begins with understanding that desperation blocks manifestation. When you chase life with anxiety, you signal lack. The Stoic mind does the opposite. It remains calm, grounded, and centered. This calm is not passivity, it is control. When you stop forcing outcomes, your energy becomes aligned instead of scattered. Life responds better to clarity than chaos. Relaxation is not giving up. It is trusting that your effort, when combined with patience, will produce results at the right time. 2. Emotional mastery is the foundation of inner power. Stoicism teaches that you cannot control events, but you can control how you respond to them. When emotions rule you, your decisions become unstable. When reason leads, you act with precision. This discipline removes fear, envy, and impatience. A controlled mind sees opportunities others miss. When you stop reacting emotionally, you stop sabotaging your own progress. 3. Patience is the silent weapon of the Stoic. Everything meaningful requires time. When you rush the process, you create resistance. Stoicism teaches steady effort without obsession over results. You focus on what is within your control and release the rest. This mindset removes stress and replaces it with confidence. The person who can wait without doubt is already ahead. 4. Detachment from validation creates freedom. Stoics do not depend on praise, attention, or approval. When your worth comes from within, no opinion can shake you. This self-respect changes how people perceive you. Confidence without arrogance is magnetic. The less you need validation, the more naturally it comes. 5. Silence is strength. Stoicism teaches restraint in speech and reaction. Not every challenge deserves your energy. Silence preserves focus and power. When you stop explaining yourself, you let results speak. Those who master silence move strategically, not emotionally. Calm responses unsettle chaos. 6. Discomfort is training. Stoics do not avoid difficulty. They use it to build resilience. Voluntary discomfort strengthens discipline and removes fear of hardship. When you know you can endure discomfort, comfort no longer controls you. This mental toughness creates unshakable confidence. 7. Gratitude reshapes perception. Stoicism teaches appreciation even during struggle. Gratitude does not deny hardship. It gives perspective. When you focus on what you have, you operate from abundance instead of lack. This mindset attracts growth and stability. Contentment becomes fuel, not complacency. 8. Focus is a discipline. The Stoic guards attention carefully. Distraction drains potential. When you commit fully to meaningful goals, progress accelerates. Stoicism values depth over noise. A focused mind creates clarity. Clarity creates results. 9. Acceptance is not surrender. It is understanding reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. Stoicism teaches acceptance of what cannot be changed and action where change is possible. This balance removes frustration and replaces it with purpose. Energy is no longer wasted on resistance. 10. Trust completes the process. The Stoic does the work, lives with integrity, and releases attachment to outcomes. When you relax into trust, life begins to cooperate. Calm attracts opportunity. Inner order creates outer success. Everything meant for you arrives when you are ready to receive it. Please subscribe to this channel for more of this. Stoic rules that manifest everything you want.